I was reborn the day before Mr. Song's surgery. I handed Zhou Mingde my resignation, took off my white coat, and walked out of Renhe Hospital without looking back. In my previous life, the director's niece, Zhang Jiao, panicked when Mr. Song suddenly started hemorrhaging on the operating table. She collapsed on the OR floor. I was called back, rushed in, and spent 3 hours pulling him back from the brink, saving both his life and the hospital's reputation. But when Mr. Song developed an infection after surgery, Zhang Jiao pinned all the blame on me. If Chen Roxy hadn't barged in and compromised my sterile field, how could Mr. Song have gotten infected? Dr. Zhang, are you sure I was the one who compromised the sterile field? I confronted Zhou Mingde. Director Zhou, I was the one who saved that surgery. The cause of the infection still needs to be investigated. Chen Roxy Jiao was listed as the lead surgeon. You stepped in without approval, which was a clear violation and put the patient's life at risk. The hospital will report everything to the health authorities. Zhou Mingde filed a report with the medical board, and my license was revoked. No one in the field dared defend me. I couldn't find work or sleep, and eventually took half a bottle of sleeping pills in my apartment. By the time I reached the ER, it was too late. When I opened my eyes again, I was back one day before Mr. Song's surgery. I walked into the director's office with my resignation letter, while Zhou Mingde sat in his leather chair, calmly sipping tea. Chen Roxy, you're resigning? Director Zhou, haven't you always said keeping a lead surgeon on staff costs too much? Once I'm gone, you'll save all that money. I knew that look all too well. Have you thought this through? After Zhang Jiao joined Renhe Hospital, Zhou Mingde saw me as an obstacle. I was the lead cardiac surgeon, and 8 years earlier, the department was an empty shell. He recruited me from the provincial hospital, promising bonuses, shares, and partnership. But once the hospital grew and drew patients like Mr. Song, he decided I cost too much. Chen Roxy, if you've made up your mind, I'll approve your resignation. Zhou Mingde signed without the slightest hesitation. I knew exactly why he was pleased. Once I left, Zhang Jiao would be the only cardiac surgeon. If she successfully operated on Mr. Song, the richest man in Zhangcheng, Renhe Hospital's reputation would soar. What he didn't know was that his precious niece hadn't even finished reading Mr. Song's chart. Director Zhou, I prepared a complete surgical handoff. It includes Mr. Song's pre-op assessment, vascular maps, and backup plans. Have the new surgeon read it carefully. His aortic root is calcified, so the bleeding risk is high. A cell salvage system must be ready beforehand. Enough. Just hand all of that directly to Jiao. Then he picked up his phone and called her. Jiao, come to my office. Chen Roxy is leaving and you'll handle the handoff. Less than 3 minutes later, the door opened. Zhang Jiao walked in wearing stilettos and a cloud of perfume. That was always her style outside the OR. She only changed into sterile scrubs once she went in. Uncle, what's going on? Zhang Jiao glanced at me, and her expression shifted from surprise to delight. She didn't even bother hiding it. Dr. Chen, you're leaving? She couldn't keep the excitement out of her voice. She looked at Zhou Mingde, smiling so broadly she could barely contain herself. Honestly, it's probably for the best, Dr. Chen. Your compensation is way too high.